Yo, what's good with y'all, man? Hey, I just got out of the meditation. You know what I'm saying? As y'all can see, you know what I'm saying? I got my little mindfold on. Um, so in my meditation, something came up when I was just wanted to talk about my 1 year being on semen retention. I did a semen retention from it was what I'm gonna say about June or May. It was May 2023 to like May of 2024. I had did like a semen retention journey, pretty much a semen retention and an isolation journey at the same time. So it was like the best of both worlds. I don't know who played more significance than another because I did it all together. So I just want to talk about my experience on it, what I gained from it, what knowledge and what understanding that I get from it. Nah, I didn't come out like Goku and all this other shit niggas be talking about on their semen retention, but I will say it did have some good to it because it taught me some things. I don't know if it was just like I said, I don't know if it was just the isolation journey or the semen retention. I'm not for sure exactly, but what I do know is that it was a great experience though, and what it led me to, the most important thing that I gained from that journey was to love myself for one, to truly love myself, to truly understand what that means. Unconditional love, two, and then my third thing that I truly learned when it was to be back in your authentic self, be authentically you. You know what I mean? And when you start to put all three of those together, you know what I mean, you start to really get the recipe of what life should look like for you if you was to start to create that motherfucker from from your perspective, from how you wanted to be created, not because what other people want out of you, and not because what other people think that you should do. You start to realize what do you really want. That journey of isolation, the reason why it's so powerful is because if you do your if you just observe your reality, right, you start to realize that you kind of act like the certain people in your environment. Why is that? Because your environment literally can alter your cells inside your body, right? And then you, like I said, the light code that's from your cells is literally projected upwardsly. Literally, it goes from your brain to your optical nerve, boom, through the lenses, boom. This is how you see reality. So we know this is what they call epigenetics. So if you do some studying on epigenetics, you'll understand what I'm saying. I'm not a teacher, my nigga. I'm just gonna keep it a bean. I'm not gonna sit here be breaking down shit for y'all niggas all day long. Y'all niggas can do the research. Like if you don't believe me, go do the research behind it. Like I could do a video but these I don't really like to do that. That ain't my style. I like to get up here and just really tell y'all a lot of the shit that people do say, or the things that I have done on this self-mastery journey, what worked for me, what didn't work. The real details of how it actually is versus what is being told to the masses of other people. Like I said, like I can't say that anybody else's journey was different on their semen retention journey or their isolation journey. I don't really know how theirs went because I wasn't there. Niggas might have came out like Goku. I'm not for sure, but one thing I did know is I came out with the qualities like Goku. What is those qualities? The qualities of being focused, to knowing what I want, going after my desires, not people pleasing, not putting myself first before putting other people. Also unconditional love, because once I start doing what I wanted to do and I start seeing people have a problem with me loving myself in a moment and me making myself happy, I had to then realize that, was it a point of time in my journey that I did that to somebody else? And 9 times out of 10, you done did it before. You done been in that. I think we all been in that position before, where we was trying to kind of control the situation a little bit to whatever the way how we wanted it to be, instead of just letting shit be or letting people be who they want to be, and letting how they, and being okay with that, because you understanding who you truly are. Like I said, we all have a different blueprint on our thumb, right? So it gives you this type of uniqueness to yourself, and you're gonna have your own story, you're gonna have your own journey. So that right there gives you the compassion that, oh, that person just want to do what they want to do, because I remember the times when I was loving on myself and I was just in my energy because I wasn't around people. So now I become my fully self. See, the whole journey is to become whole. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when we get in, let's say, like relationships and shit like that, you kind of become the other person. Y'all know this to be true, to be facts. Y'all know this, because when you get in a relationship, say with me, I'm gonna just say I like to just use me, man. I don't really like to say other people. I like to just use me because I just like to use my experiences, because I really live this journey, dog. Like I really be, you know what I'm saying? So I know, like I date a girl before, or whatever. I ain't gonna say no names or whatever, but 2-3 months down the road, you see her trying to be just like you. She trying to dress like you, wear the same color you, using your little slang. You know what I'm saying? Like, her whole vibe become you, because when you are in like a relationship, it don't matter, friendship, boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, mom, dad, brother, sister, it don't matter. Whatever the relationship is, you realize for sure at that point in time that a lot of these people, personalities, they traumas, whatever, however the environment is around you, you start to become your environment to a certain degree. It starts to program you with those programs that probably wasn't even really you for real, but you have now entered into that state. You know what I'm saying? You entered in that state. So you can see in your physical reality, like I said, you can kind of see everything you need to do in the spiritual, in the inner world. You can see a reflection of it in your outer world if you just be aware of it. If you stay aware of what you're actually seeing in your external reality and become conscious of what you're seeing, you can break this shit down, and life is easier to read at that point. Like I said, once you get to knowledge yourself, life become more easier. But I don't want to get too off topic, because I want to stay on the journey, on that isolation, semen retention journey. Like I said, those qualities is what I learned. So I start to, go after the things that I was putting off, because I got more time to myself now. I got more energy to put into me now instead of putting into everybody else. See, that's what I said, when you in a relationship with other people, you kind of lose yourself to a little bit. But that's not the point of being in a relationship. See, the whole point of relationships, and this is another thing I learned on this journey, is on this isolation journey that I had to go through. I had to learn that you want to be whole, and the other person needs to be whole, because that eliminates the expectations and the conditions that you actually give to a certain other individual. And when you don't lack anything, because you already are filled within yourself, and you're not trying to fill a void with somebody else's love or somebody else's time or whatever they can do for you, or whatever the case may be. I want up this shit, goddamn bright ass light, get the fuck out, goddamn. But I mean, maybe this the glow, you feel what I'm saying? I'm getting distracted. Maybe this that ADHD shit, you know what I mean? I'm a 90s baby. We might, I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all shit just was like, shit just hitting my eye a little different, but it is what it is. But anyways, I'm gonna work through it. But so, like I said, to get back on track, what I was saying, because see how little shit like this to try to come through and distract you off your purpose. I ain't letting it happen, nigga. You ain't getting them. Listen, I'm still focused. You feel me? And that's what the isolation do, though. The isolation journey gets you in this focused mentality. Like I said, you start to have more time. So you like, what the fuck I'm gonna do now? Like, you know what I mean? But you do got more time, then that's to put you into your purpose, or for you to be back in your energy to find who you truly are in that moment. Because you can truly find yourself in that moment by being your authentic self, because you're only yourself when you in that energy. You're not trying to be like nobody else. You're not trying to fit in. And that's what makes you more powerful than everybody else when you're moving out of your authentic self, because that brings you and attracts to you everything that you need and you desire in your reality. Like I said, life becomes a lot better. It becomes easy. Sometimes on this journey, you got to be the bad guy. Just real shit. Like, you gonna have to be the bad guy to really be to master yourself on this journey, because it comes with knowledge of self, knowing who you are at the end of the day. So, you know what I mean? I don't know what's up with this glare. That joint, like, you know what I mean? Hold on. Yeah, see what I'm saying? That little glare, like, that joint hitting me different, but it is what it is. You know, the sun love a nigga. The sun love a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit love me. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be appreciative. I'm gonna be grateful that the sun can hit, because some niggas can't even get sun right now. Some niggas on 24-hour lockdown can't even get no sun. Free all the guys. You know what I'm saying? Free the guys, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and we gonna start changing this right here. When the guys get free, that's what we want to start targeting right here. Your mentality. What's your mentality? Let's fix the way you perceive life, so you can start to respond differently to life. So you can start choosing different emotions to move things, or you can alchemize the emotion to manipulate it the way you want it to be. You know what I mean? By choosing yourself in a moment. You know what I mean? By not letting other people control you. By you being your authentic self. By you not worried about nobody else. Because that's another thing that you learn on the journey of isolation is you start to focus on yourself so much, you don't give a fuck about what other people doing. See, a person that got purpose is only focused on themselves. They're not focused on the external world like that or what other people got going on. You're not focused on what other people got going on because you can't afford a distraction. You got a mission you want. You got a purpose that you want. So you got to stay on that mission and that purpose. You know what I mean? But I don't really want to make this video crazy long because I've been going crazy with the times on the videos and shit like that. What we at, like 10 minutes or something like that? I don't want to go too crazy, but like I said before, that's what I learned on this journey. It was more so about just really knowledge yourself on the journey, man. And so anybody that's interested in doing that, I would say if you don't, because it's the thing. Let me say this one more last thing too before I get up out of here. You might think you got an idea or understanding of what unconditional love is until you truly have to understand what unconditional love is. I thought I knew what unconditional love was too until I took this isolation journey, and it helped me realize that I wasn't loving people unconditionally because it was still certain things, even though I'm a free spirit and I allow people to do what they want to do. But the moment where shit got tough at certain times, I see myself at one point in time, let's say like this. All right, so the relationship that I end up being out of at that particular time, right? That's a story time video. I ain't gonna get into a story time. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. But anyways, it helped me realize that I wasn't actually unconditionally loving everybody and everything at every moment. And now that is the goal that I'm trying to reach now, is to unconditionally love every situation, every person, everything, every situation, because I don't have any judgments towards you, because I understand myself now, and I understand that yourself too, because by understanding me, I understand you. This is what I always tell motherfuckers. A nigga cannot love you until that person love themselves. And like I said, a lot of times you got to be selfish to love yourself. Just real shit. So you doing whatever you want to do at that moment, and whatever moment you want to do, that's what it teaches you to do, dog. You know what I mean? So I think that's all I really want to touch up on, because I think that's what my journey consisted of. It consisted of that. Of, like I said, focus on myself, loving myself, you know what I'm saying, and me being my authentic self. You know what I mean? It helped me do these type of things because I wasn't putting out my energy here. I wasn't taking on other people's energy here. I was just being myself. Now I know what I want. It gives me mental clarity. Now I'm going after the things that I want to go after. And like I said, you don't go after them at that point in time. You're not going out of them out of a bad feeling, emotional state. You're going out of a good feel vibration. And that's where I feel like a lot of people having a hard time understanding is when they not understanding it that way. You know what I'm saying? But let me get out of here, because the son, look, I know he love me and shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Gleaming on your boy, like, you know, like, I'll take your love and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be grateful. But I mean, I'm gonna cut this joint right here. Like, if y'all got any, like, questions about it, like I said, I would suggest it if anybody want to do that, because it does serve its purpose. But like I said, you don't, once again, everything, and let me say this too, everything is a tool to you get into yourself, man. It's so many different ways to go. I didn't have to go through an isolation moment and go through semen retention to understand that, but it was the pathway that I went through. And I'm saying that it can, if you struggling to truly master reality, I would say definitely go on an isolation journey for sure. Cut everybody else, cut all the distractions. Those niggas that's supposed to be there when you done out this shit, when you get out of your job, they gonna be there if they for you. If they not, then they not for you. They gone. But they'll be there whenever it's available for you to return back into whatever. If they there, they there. If they ain't, they ain't. The fuck do you care for? You don't care because you don't like anymore, because once you go through the isolation journey, you're not gonna give a fuck. Because you gonna know, this is the thing, when you go through the isolation journey and you see that you have made it through those situations by yourself because you was isolated, and the universe never failed you and it took care of you in those moments of isolation, you realize that you didn't never need nobody from the beginning. You never needed anybody. Anything that a nigga gave to you or a girl gave to you was just a bonus. It was a bonus to what you was. Like, you was already filled for real, but it was your lack of awareness of self to understand that you already are full. So you played a trick on yourself to now trying to manipulate somebody else to use them to pull their energy to fulfill that void that you have within yourself. And that's what we got to break free of. We got to break free of that shit right there. But that's why I said the isolation journey, it will work. I'm not saying that's the only way to enlightenment. I'm not saying that's the only way. And I was already enlightened to that point, right? It just gave me a greater understanding of really, truly what unconditional love was. And me understanding that was the highest vibration. To allow God to do whatever God want to do. Because remember, everything here is just a manifestation of God itself. Nothing can live separate from source. Do I got to bring out the Bible scriptures? Ye are gods. The kingdom is within. First seek the ye, the kingdom of the kingdom of the Lord, and all things should be added unto you. You feel what I'm saying? Do I got to bring them out? Because it just in that scripture right there, it just said the kingdom. But they said the kingdom is within. The temple was within. So God is within you. You are God, my nigga. So that's why I'm like, you got to understand this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Hosea 4:6. You know what I mean? My people are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. You feel what I'm saying? Like that lack of consciousness, bro. Like that should have had you in shambles in this motherfucker, because you won't be looking at shit the right way, and you won't be taking care of stuff, because when you realize that this is just God on his own personal experience, gaining wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and growth through his own path or through your own path on how you want to learn it. Because if I did it the same way you do it, my story would be boring as shit. What would be the point of the story? Like, bro, like, why would I want my story to be just like yours? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we already seen that story. Can we see a new one? So we all here creating a story on how we want to go about things, and those stories are helping us. It's in every situation there's a blessing. There's a blessing in everything. A blessing cannot even not exist, because remember, life only got two sides: good, bad, light, dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, blessing, loss, whatever. But within that loss, it got to be a blessing, because if in order for anything to exist, you got to have two sides to anything. So it's all about how you perceive it, how you look at it, how you see it, what's your level of understanding. And you will get to that shit as long as you keep going. As long as you keep putting in that work. Meditation, good. Keeping a healthy diet, good. You'll start to get this. Plus the food got DNA light codes. You feel me? That's why for me, I'm gonna go food. A lot of people you ain't gotta go the food route. You ain't gotta go do that. You can do whatever you want to do. But me, I'm gonna go the food route, because I know that DNA inside those fruits is very old. They more connected to the source. They got source energy in there. Boom, I put that shit in there, and then it's giving me all types of good health benefits. I'm talking about increasing my oxygen levels. I'm talking about feed my bloodstream and put in my bloodstream all these minerals, all these electrolytes, electrifying my body. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas gotta realize, wake up, dog. Like, we ain't about to. You know what I'm saying? It's time to evolve, my nigga. Like, it's so many different ways to your higher self. So many different. Let's get it. I like to do everything. I'm into a little bit of everything, because I understand it. They great things to do. A lot of them are all true, just like religion. Like, it's all truth in all religions. You feel what I'm saying? It's all truth. It's all true. It's all about your perception of how you see it. But you can't see nothing until you start seeing yourself. You gotta see you. That's when you're gonna start to see everything else. Is when you start to see yourself, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why I had that shit on the whole time. Take that stupid ass shit off, my nigga. This is real shit. Y'all need to listen to this shit. So do your semen retention if you got to. Fast if you got to. Meditation if you got to. Take your ass outside and ground your feet to the electromagnetic grid. Very healing. Do I gotta start putting this shit? I gotta start breaking this shit down for y'all niggas so y'all can understand why it's beneficial. And why I like to do a little bit of I like to sit outside. I like to get sun. You know the sun, know what I mean? If you know the sun, those rays, those ultra waves and shit like that. You know they literally your eyes, they go, like, remember, the eyes is the gateway to the soul. So when you taking in that good sunlight, my nigga, all the good, listen, all your endorphins, listen, I don't want to go too much into, because I don't want to get up here and bore y'all niggas with no scientific shit and all that. Y'all, it's so many different niggas up here that's doing that. Y'all can go look at them niggas videos and let them break it down for y'all. Or y'all can do your own research. I would suggest you do your own homework anyways. Do your own homework, dog. That's why I said I don't listen to niggas like that. If I do, it's just for a form of entertainment, because I like the spiritual journey. I like this self-mastery journey. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. Like, I just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, what nigga do? Like, you know what I mean? I'm kind of focused on myself. And That's why I said you got to be whole with yourself, and then when you invite other people in your life, make sure that they whole too, because then they won't have any expectations or conditions for you. You know what I mean? To actually love you, they'll love you on a genuine note. And when they do something for you, it's genuinely because you know they wouldn't be people pleasing you, because you know they love themselves enough to want even be people please you. So that's like, if I ever do something for you, know that shit is genuine and shit. I came out genuine. I didn't come out fake. I didn't just act fake and be like, oh, I didn't want to do it, and then I did it on some fake ass shit. No, I'm too real of a nigga. Like, I'm gonna be super real. Like, here, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be real genuine. I ain't gonna ask for nothing back, none of that shit, because I did it because I knew I could do it. Stop doing shit that you can't do. But be your authentic self. Love yourself. Keep going on the journey, y'all. Keep going. Don't let the world, you know what I mean? Don't listen to another scripture. You are renewed of the mind. Like, oh my God, I can go to, there's so many scriptures trying to pop up right now. But listen. Take care of yourself, my nigga. I don't want to go too deep, my nigga, because if I go too deep, then we're gonna be here all day. You know what I mean? And I can talk about this shit all day. So I want y'all niggas to really believe in yourself. Start focusing on yourself a little bit more. Ask yourself, man, what do you want? What do you want? How do your life look like when you happy as shit? Like, if you could wake up and be happy every day, what the fuck do your life look like? What would you have? What kind of people would you have around you? How would you be acting? You feel what I'm saying? And then you want to embody that energy like that. Real shit. But anyways, I love y'all niggas, man. And I love y'all niggas because I love myself for real. Because I really do love y'all niggas for real. So I put this information out here because I be wanting niggas to really start to grow and understand that we not stuck for real and nobody's over us. I could make a video about that too. You know what I mean? On how no one's holding you back. It's really self. But anyways, man, I'm out of here, man. I love y'all niggas, man. Y'all be easy.